What clothes would look best for pictures in sand dunes is the question that I'm trying to answer right now. Is it my tux? But welcome back to another video on my channel, guys. It's been a very long time since I last uploaded. I know, things have been very busy, but exams are around the corner and I'm starting to make videos again. For literally about 2 weeks, I have my final exams for this semester. Today we've got a very interesting day though. So the plan for today is to go to the Crunulla sand dunes, take a few pictures, do some work, do a quiz that's worth 1% of my grade, a weekly quiz. I've actually decided that I'm gonna take my tux, and then I need to go to my play rehearsals for the college play. And imagine this, so I had like 3 days off from uni. Thursday I had off, I had 1 hour of work. Friday I had completely off because I organised my timetable so that I have nothing on Thursday and Friday except that 1 hour. Saturday I had off, and then in 3 days I did 1 hour's work. 1 hour. I don't know how or why I managed to do so little. One of the biggest questions I get is that why do I choose to take books and use paper in lectures rather than use my laptop? Now it is a very fair question. I could have my nice laptop typing away, or I could struggle and just handwrite, which I choose to do. If I have my laptop in front of me, I will be browsing the internet, getting distracted. But when I don't have my laptop, I don't get distracted. Instead, I just watch my neighbor next to me watching the NBA and watching football highlights and all the goals, so I still get distracted, but...
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The lack of sun is slightly concerning today. So that's where my economics lectures are sometimes. Like fuzz.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Only if you want to.
No, sure.
Right, so right now guys, we've arrived at the Crunulla sand dunes and I'm with Martina. We met through a mutual friend, and Martina's into like fashion photography, that sort of stuff, aren't you? And where you exchanged from?
The Netherlands. The
Netherlands, and then we thought, why not come and work on a project together? We sadly missed out on the sunlight.
Golden hour.
What, like on this? Yeah. Okay, dope. Are we getting the mirror?
I see your camera.
Go.
You can say I haven't tried to cross this great divide. Your feelings come and go, but I still love you so.
Can you explain us the idea behind this shot then, with the mirror as well?
We are going to try to get a shot of Dylan, but just his reflection in the mirror. But it's harder than you would think.
Can confirm it's definitely a lot harder. It's a nice red sky, and you pan down to send nudes. But let's put something in the boot. Oh.
We're going to the station, right?
Going to the station, yes, please.
Okay. So can I have
some previews going for the vlog. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Martina, was it like working with me today?
Horrible.
Baby, why can't you sleep at night?
Okay, so it's a few days later since the actual photo shoot, but what I thought we could do is review the top 5 pictures that I asked Martina, the camera person, whose Instagram will be linked in the description down below. I asked her basically to send through her top 5 as quickly as she could so that I could put them in the video and show you guys. Before we move on to the rest of the vlog, which involves me going to the play and a pretty gnarly thunderstorm, but yeah, so the whole idea behind this shoot was that kind of, I don't know, I was in the desert, we was going to try and catch the sunlight, which we actually missed, and I was going to be wearing a tux that was kind of represented the messy night, where am I in the desert, messiness, you know, and that's why my hair in a lot of these photos is quite wild when I'm wearing the tux. It was called the $15 shoot because the mirror was pretty much the only prop that we had to buy for the shoot, and that literally cost $15. If this video gets 400 likes, I'll understand that you guys want to see all the pictures and see how they were made, more behind the scenes stuff, so I'll make a separate video on this if this video gets 400 likes. But jumping into the first photo, you can see right here, the composition of it is very nice, like the pure blue against the sand, and there's like, the sand is untouched, there's no marks in the sand at all, and in the reflection, which is nice and blue, the contrast is very nice. You just see my face, and that I just love that shot. The only thing I wish I could change about it was my shoes. I wish I was wearing some sort of boots rather than them Adidas shoes, but I think it's a very nice photo. I just love the composition. Okay, moving on to the second shot. Once again, I think this is a really cool shot, to be honest, especially with the mirror. I'm basically looking into the mirror. I've got that kind of look like, yo, like, who's this guy? And my hair kind of symmetrically, I quite like my hair the way it drops down in the photo. And weirdly enough, if we zoom in on my neck, I actually quite like the vein on my neck. And you can see that my spots or anything like that haven't been photoshopped out. But yeah, the oxygen supply is very good there. Once again, the thing I wish I could change about this shot is my shoes. But I feel like overall the photo is really dope. It's like a really intense look into the mirror, like trying to figure out myself or that sort of vibe. I like this a lot. Moving on to the third, this is the one we talked about in the actual video, where we was trying to get just my reflection and that sort of shot. And once again, you can see here, yeah, look, I'm just kind of looking in the mirror. I love the way that in the background there's nothing clogging up the background, it's just pure. This was the first time we kind of used the mirror, especially Martina, whose Instagram will be linked down below again. And make sure if you want to see these photos and more, follow my Instagram. Yeah, I think it's a very cool shot, just the way the mirror's plopped up in the middle of nowhere. The messiness of the tux, I think, really works well. Moving on to this one, this is the one we saw in the thumbnail. Yeah, I like this shot. I do like this shot. I like the way that everything's not in focus, except the mirror, which is where you see my reflection. And I like the way that the left side of this photo is not in focus, so I'm not in focus. The only bits that in focus is the reflection of myself, and that's very cool contrast. And my face is very much so looking directly down the lens of the camera, the messy tux sort of vibe. And I think the thing that makes the photo is definitely the mirror. And the grass in the background provides a very nice kind of contrast, I think, as well. And then moving on, I think this is kind of the favorite shot that we took of the day, especially for overall everything. I think this reel has like a story, like just woken up in the middle of nowhere, hair's a mess, tucked half off, still slightly on. It's just an interesting photo, I think. Like the composition in the background as well, the clouds, the greenery, it's not just sand, it's not just sand dunes. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below what photo was your favorite of these. But I think this one right here will be my favorite. So yeah, make sure you do go and check out Martina's Instagram. She's a lovely person, great photographer. Check out my Instagram as well. And let's move on to the rest of the vlog, where I went to go rehearse for the college play. And there was an interesting interpretation of me student vlogs by a few people, yeah.
Shitty. The last time I touched your shirt, I woke up in a mental hospital for 3 months.
I forgot what place this was.
You're coming in the room.
Awesome, got it.
Yeah.
Tell me lies, I just wanna know the truth. Do or die, is it me or is it you?
I'm gonna get rehearsing.
What exactly are you looking for?
How's the play going?
Rehearsing at the moment, it's pretty intense. On tomorrow night, huge night.
Huge night.
It's amazing.
Well, who's on stage now? Is that?
That's Rosie Scanlon,
She-
actor, friend.
I think she decided. Death. War. No, please. No. No. Oh my God.
Killing all of you would send me land back here with your insurance cash bonus and a brand new fresh show. And Brooke is a new lead. And when Miles contacted me, I just couldn't turn down the offer. Oh, maybe we got Major. Hey, Brookie. You're the best, Miles. You're the best. I know I am.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is Dylan Reeves Fellows.
So yeah, I've been in Australia for a good while now, and I'm having such a good time.
Australia is such a cool, amazing place. I'm staying at St Paul's College, which is just like Hogwarts at the University of Sydney, and we're in a play right now. We're on the set.
When it rains in Sydney, it rains very hard. I'll stand outside for 5 seconds in this thunderstorm and look how wet I'll get. Whoa. Yeah. I'll say that was such a stupid idea.
While you drinking, fade away. All my friends, they fade away. Don't worry, fade away. Don't worry, fade away. Nothing for the same, nothing for the same. All up in my head, that's how I behave. Passing up the same, waking up the same. All up in my head, that's just how I behave.